The last time you saw Aiyana, Martin, and myself, we got together to cook with meat substitutes in 3 different ways, from an easy to quote-unquote a difficult recipe. But this time we're gonna switch it up where Aiyana is gonna be doing a fast recipe, Martin's gonna be doing medium-length recipe, and I will be doing a long, tedious recipe for lasagna. This year, I feel like a lot of people will be kind of entertaining at home or being invited to home parties. I love bringing lasagna because it's a crowd pleaser and it's something that's actually quite easy to do. So that's why we're doing this right before Christmas, to give you ideas on what you can bring for potlucks or if you're inviting people at home. These are some of the dishes that I'm sure your guests will love. So we're working today with IDEAL Gourmet Lasagna. We're using their 2 different products. The first one is a no-boil lasagna, which is really convenient because you actually don't have to boil it, so it's oven ready, you can go straight into the oven. And the second one is their regular lasagna. Both of these products are absolutely amazing, and you're always gonna have a really consistent product.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Switch.
is
Switch. What is happening?
Hey, what's up you guys? It's Aiyana for a lesson. I am back to all my bashers out there. I saw your comment. A for annoying, I'm sorry, but I'm B for back. So guys, today I'm gonna show you the fastest and easiest lasagna recipe. Now we are gonna put some oil. So here, just a little bit.
This is that bit.
A tad. Oh my god, I don't know what a tad is.
Sure.
There you go. So next up, onions first. So now we're gonna put some ground beef. Just a little bit, a tad bit. Okay, so I'm so nervous. Guys, I literally thought this was garlic a while ago. It's Italian seasoning. We have to let it simmer. So what is simmer? When it bubbles up a little, I guess. Shining, simmering, splendid. It's time for us to get our IDEAL Gourmet Lasagna and our beef stock. Okay. So now it's time to add the cheese. This is actually a 3-cheese lasagna recipe. So fast and easy. And cheesy-licious. Let's add some mozzarella because I love mozzarella. Next up is the Parmesan. Whoa, French sugar. Or something. Men first. I'll go last.
Actually, yeah, that was really bad. Please go ahead. What's
No,
wrong with
men
you?
First.
Wait, no, you first, you first, you first. That's really good. I'm actually both surprised and impressed. What I love about this recipe, it is really quick to make. Lasagna does seem like a very laborious and tedious dish to make. So this is kind of like a really huge detour, U-turn shortcut that people in Italy would probably murder us for. But it is something that's really quick and really tasty. So you can build flavor fast. And honestly, like, not a lot of people have a full kitchen. So if you just have like a burner gas stove, it's something that you can actually achieve and make.
I didn't know this was possible, to be honest. I always thought like lasagna, bake. But no, look at this now.
So that was the fast version of lasagna. Martin, what do you have in store for us?
The medium length.
You seem like an average guy. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Martin and I'll be making the medium difficulty lasagna. We're gonna start things off with this thing called the roux. It's a thickener that's made of equal parts butter and flour. Here I'm using unsalted butter. It's just gonna be spinach and chicken. For the part I'm using a boneless chicken thigh, just so we get more chicken flavor. You'll know it's done when you get that nutty aroma. Add 2 halves of 1 white onion. While waiting for this to simmer, just gonna finish everything up. One thing that would cut through the richness of this white lasagna is our ricotta. Once this starts to simmer, it's gonna be super quick. So at this point, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So today we're using IDEAL Gourmet no boil lasagna. For this one, just make sure that your sauce isn't super thick, like bechamel thick, so that it still has a chance to absorb and cook the pasta. So it's simmering and the onion's tender, so we can just go ahead and set that aside. Let's add our baby spinach, a pinch of nutmeg, some cream, layer of sauce there, just so that the lasagna will cook. Sauce. Of course, you can use chicken breast. But I suggest if you're gonna use that, just shred it. Okay, cheers.
Cheers!
Okay.
Cheers!
Martin, my core is so sore. Stop making me laugh. It's like pain each time you make me laugh. Super creamy.
Right?
Lemon.
From the sour cream.
It's tasty. I like it.
I like it too.
I mean, it's very untraditional. More in the American
Yep.
style, I guess. Like kind of white cheese and everything like that. Yeah, like the addition of chicken. I think it's a very easy dish to eat. And would be popular with like kids specifically. Right?
Are you sure?
Popular.
Why am I
with you.
defending your dish? Why can't
Thanks!
you do it?
Yeah, I'm just letting you do it.
I'm gonna be doing the long, I don't even consider it hard, just kind of like the long and tedious lasagna, because I really like my lasagna, not with ground beef, but with a ragu, so shreds of brisket and strip loin. So I'm just gonna sear off my beef. Then you're gonna chop up what we call the holy trinity, that they use a lot in like beef stocks and stuff like that. Some garlic, some onions, some celery, and some carrots, and then to that we're gonna add some garlic. Once you've got some nice color on it, you can go ahead and transfer it back out so you have a little bit of fat to play with in the pan. Now you could cook this down for 2 to 3 hours until the beef is really kind of soft and shredded. Now with that fat, we're gonna cook out our vegetables. No particular order here. All we're looking to do here is bring out some natural flavor from those vegetables. Once they've rendered out a little bit, add back your beef, toss it together. Ragu for me is nothing without a little bit of red wine or a little bit of that kind of dryness, acidity that you get from the red wine. So what I'm gonna do is add it here and give it like a few minutes to kind of cook off a little bit. So I'm just gonna add very little bit. Just, you'll smell it. You'll smell it kind of cooking out really quickly. At this point, let's add in our other aromatics. Tomato paste, some crushed tomatoes. You can use whole peeled tomatoes as well. Some dried herbs, a little bit of sugar, black pepper, and then some beef stock, but just to cover it. So let's just forget this for about 45 minutes. Once you open up your pressure cooker, you'll see that your beef is beautiful and tender. Put that back into a pot or a pan and then just cook it down until the liquid evaporates slowly. So that's gonna be another 20 minutes just to dry it out a little bit more. You don't want it to get like super dry because at the end of the day, you're still gonna be baking it. I love using this lasagna sheet because it has ridges so that when you have ridges on your lasagna sheets, it helps just kind of keep the sauce together. I'm gonna get a pot on medium heat. I'm gonna call it a white sauce with just some butter and some flour, which will act as our thickening agent. Once this is heated nicely, we're gonna go ahead and add in our milk. Add some Parmesan cheese and some mozzarella. This is what's gonna help it really stretch. And that to me is looking good. So once I have the consistency that I have right about then, I can go ahead and take this off the fire. Get our boiling water boiling. And then to that, we're gonna go ahead and add our IDEAL Gourmet lasagna. So as this cooks down, I'm just gonna push it down to make sure that it's completely submerged and it cooks at kind of like that same temp. You're pre-cooking it and then you're gonna finish it in the oven for about 15 minutes. And that's the beauty of durum wheat semolina, is that it can be cooked at a high temperature and still keep that al dente kind of bite you want. So the beef is nice and shredded. As you can see, everything came together nicely. Ridged lasagna sheets are better for this dish because they give the lasagna a literal lift in volume, meaning it makes the lasagna look bigger, taller, and fuller. For me, when you think about lasagna, yeah, the meat's important, but the white sauce for me really is what kind of makes it come together. Goes into the oven for 15 minutes at around 350 Fahrenheit.
Hey guys!
What happened to Aiyana?
She went home.
That's disappointing.
It's worth the wait. Too bad, Aiyana.
Like those chunks of beef make a huge difference because it's like, look at that. Feels like ulam in lasagna.
Dude, if that's your ambag for Christmas parties, you'll get invited.
So today's video shows you that depending on your level, depending on the time you have, depending on the ingredients that you have available, these are 3 lasagna recipes that you can bring for potlucks, that you can bring to parties. All of them are great, but I think mine's better. I'm kidding. All of them are really good. All of them are very different. Really depends on how much time you want to spend in the kitchen, but they're all worth it.
Best.
If you guys are interested in trying all the IDEAL Gourmet pastas, they're available nationwide in all major supermarkets and also online. We'll put that information down in the description box below. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.
Merry Christmas.